Roger that.
Hey, what's up guys? It's your boy Sweetie here and welcome to Sweet Trends TV. Thanks for joining us today. If you're new to the channel, kindly hit the subscribe button and hit the bell icon next to the subscribe button. In today's update, there are rumors going on that Finance Minister-designate and the owner of Data Bank Ghana, Ken Ofori-Atta, is dead. Yes, now that is not true. I mean, some of you might have seen the video that's been trending and it's kind of going viral about some people putting some black stuff around his house or around his residence. Yes, Ken Ofori-Atta is currently in the United States receiving treatment. The Ministry of Finance released a statement yesterday detailing what's going on with him, stating that he recovered from COVID-19 last year and he's currently suffering from post-COVID complications. We talked about that in some updates some time ago. If you haven't watched it, you can find it up here. And so because of that, the minister-designate requires treatment that is not available in the country. And so as easy as ABC, he's been flown with taxpayers' money, obviously, to the United States for treatment.
Roger that.
And so he's not dead, but very much alive. And you can see a picture of him and his wife in the United States. They've arrived safely and everything. Treatment is ongoing. We'll follow that and keep you updated. But Kwame A Plus, yes, the former musician now turned politician, he wished the minister a speedy recovery and jabbed him at the same time because obviously that's what he's mostly known for doing, stating that when you come back to Ghana, focus on building top-class hospitals so that you don't have to be flown, so that people don't have to be flown to the United States or to other countries to receive treatment, but then they'll receive it here instead of focusing on building a national cathedral. I think A Plus is making much sense here. He usually makes a lot of sense, especially when it comes to his political views, because the politicians, Sebe, they are messing up. And A Plus is one of the few people who are actually stepping up to speak. He also has his own thing, the People's Project and all of that. So Ghana needs to wake up. And speaking of Ghana needs to wake up, the current ministerial appointment vetting is still ongoing. And kudos to all those who have sailed through successfully and for those that are bombing all over the place. The news is out there and it's shocking. I mean, people like Iduchum, who did an amazing job, excellent work when he was Deputy Minister for Education. He's even funded over 50 people, sponsored them to the university, and he's going to do that till they graduate and all of that. He's been doing amazingly well. And he sure did shock his vetting council because he blew their minds with his plans and everything. This guy is the right guy for the job. We can see that from Deputy Minister of Education to Minister of Education. But people like Matthew Opoku Prempeh, also known as Napo, who happened to be in the Ministry of Education, now switching to the energy sector, is mind-blowing.
Roger that.
Apparently, he and one other guy, they're under investigation by the NIB. I thought it was BNI. Now they changed it, National Investigative Bureau, instead of the Bureau of National Investigation. I mean, whatever it is the actual. They are investigating Matthew Opoku Prempeh as well as one other guy who has already been arrested for some math sets that were supposed to be delivered for WASI students. They never received them, and it's all over the place. I mean, today, if you haven't seen the headlines, it was out there as someone like this from the education ministry now into the energy sector. I'm wondering what's going to happen. Such a huge contrast. But let me know what you think about this, because I think A Plus made a good point with top-class hospitals, because look at people like ministers who can easily be flown out of the country for special treatment. How about Kweku Mintim or Adjoa Mansa? They don't even have a job. Talk less of who's going to fly them to the United States or to another country, to the abroad for special treatment when they suffer these kind of complications that our ministers suffer and they easily get good treatment. How's it going to be? These are the same people who put you in power, and this is how bad you deal with them. Guys, let me know what you think about this in the comment section below.
Roger that.
And still on A Plus and his revelations that he's been releasing, A Plus has made a revelation with regards to what's going on with Eugene Arhin, the communications director for the Flagstaff House or the presidency, and his wife Gloria Arhin. Now, if you don't know what's going on, last week, Gloria Arhin, his wife of close to a decade, I think 9 years of marriage, filed a lawsuit claiming that she wants 50% of all his assets, and she detailed the assets that the guy had acquired within the past 4 years since Nana Addo had been in power, because that's when he got to be the director of communications, and it's been mind-blowing. If you see the properties this guy owns, I'm telling you that people who have had businesses in this country running for over a decade or maybe 2 decades might not have such properties. And so A Plus did make some revelations about how this whole thing started. According to A Plus, Eugene Arhin helped sabotage the former MP of Ewutu Senya West because he wants to run for MP in that slot. And he's NPP, that guy is NPP. And so obviously he has to step out so that he can step in. And so he helped sabotage the man. The man lost the seat and he said, I'll show you Pepe. So he called Gloria Arhin, that's Eugene Arhin's wife, detailing all his assets. And apparently she didn't even know about most of them, but she did include them in the lawsuit. And so this is the beginning. This is the genesis of the Gloria Arhin, Eugene Arhin story. And you know that as the former MP being an NPP member, Eugene Arhin also being an NPP guy, they are both politicians, work in the same circles, wash their dirty laundry together, and so they know their secrets. And so if you're going to do me bad next time, maybe you should think about the things I could do to you. And maybe Eugene Arhin didn't really care about his marriage because it looks like he was sleeping out, doing other things with other women, according to his wife. I'm not the one saying it. And Eugene Arhin, of course, did respond, denying all of these things. But yes, who wouldn't deny it? Who is publicly going to admit that I caused my wife to undergo surgery so she can't have kids, and then I went to have kids, or I went to have another child with another woman? That's crazy.
Roger that.
And now onto the big story for today. It's been all over the tabloids, all over the news. Everybody is talking about it. Comedian Funny Face arrested, and he is now going to the psychiatric hospital. How did it happen? Yesterday, Funny Face was picked up by the police. Apparently, he slept in jail yesterday. And this morning, he was transported to the Ofankor Circuit Court, where Judge Eben Osei-Darko, after questioning Funny Face, decided that he's not mentally sound. And so he needs to be taken to the psychiatric hospital for 2 weeks for treatment. He's not supposed to be driving. He's not supposed to be out there. He's going to be admitted and probably will be in isolation in the hospital, probably. And so that's what's going on with Funny Face. He posted a video. If you haven't watched it, watch the video. We'll be right back. All right, now you've seen it for yourselves. Funny Face did plead guilty to the charge being levied against him with regards to him discharging a firearm in public without authority. And according to a joinees reporter who was in the court, he released an audio that we got hold of. Let's listen to that audio.
Ojitum so akotutu our public and was saying to plead guilty. And the judge in the chest of Funny Face and then some work can insist so. Now Musa Funny Face a June problem or say or normal, almost as well normal say I. Then so police for born assume and what is a baby and some chine in the phone. Now you said that you're correct, sir. And to hear some work can no questions that Judge Busan answers or the my judge in that sense so. And a judge in Chester said, I won't go across psychiatric hospital for 2 weeks. Now, Omco treating into a bed for 2 weeks. A tune so I go to your papa again and to police for Agituno. Or Massa or does a moon trick for the next 2 weeks. It's answer depression and a man. Oh yes, I didn't. Not getting on your normal for now. And this all them back across psychiatric hospital for treatment.
And there you have it. For those of you who don't really understand Tree or you didn't get what he said, he stated that in Funny Face's session in court, the judge asked him a couple of questions. He did, like I earlier stated, that he did plead guilty to the charge being levied against him. And according to him, after he was maltreated by the police, receiving the slaps and all of that, his mind hasn't been the same. And according to the judge, some of the answers Funny Face gave when he was being questioned didn't really sit well. And so the judge decided that no, you need some special treatment. hence him ordering him to be taken to the Accra Psychiatric Hospital, and that he's not going to be driving. I said all these things earlier. And so we're going to follow up and see where this leads and what's happening to Funny Face in our next update. But we have something special on Funny Face, and we're going to release that also in the next update. And so you should stay tuned for that. It's a very, very big one because of all of this, who's behind all of this, and what's going to happen if something is not done, especially with the suggestions on what should be done and all of that. But this has been your trend of the day. Thanks for watching. If you're new to the channel, kindly hit the subscribe button and hit the bell icon next to the subscribe button. Leave a thumbs up on the video, share with your family, friends, and loved ones. And like I always say, I'll see you in the next video. Peace.